Hello everyone, we are from Group 5. My name is Rishal Karesta Prijadi,
My name Nicholas Darren.
My name is Jonathan Devarianto.
and today we are going to be explaining our analysis on accessibility inequality of transportation facilities in Alam Sutera versus Jakarta. The data that we are going to be analyzing are collected from 100 respondents about their thoughts of transport facilities in Jakarta and Alam Sutera. This is the list of contents. So first off, what is transportation? So according to the Oxford Dictionary, transportation can be defined as a system for carrying people or goods from one place to another using vehicles, roads, etc. Transportation can be divided into public transportation and private transportation. Public transportation is a system of buses, trains, and other modes of transport that is provided for the general public by the government. Private transportation are modes of travel that is owned by individuals or families for personal use. For example, personal cars, motorcycles, etc. Next, we are going to compare and discuss the responses about transportation accessibility in Jakarta versus Alam Sutera. So the first question is, what modes of public or private transport are available in your area? So as shown on both of these graphs, most agree that online transportation apps are the most accessible or available at all times. However, there is still a clear difference between both of these graphs. For Jakarta, almost all modes of transportation have more than 20 votes, which shows that most of these are available in Jakarta. While the graph for Alam Sutera shows that other than online transportation, other modes of transport such as MRT and LRT may not be very accessible since only a few respondents are able to access them as shown on the graph. So the next question is, how easy is it to find public transportation near your home? As shown on these pie charts, most Jakarta respondents agree that it is very easy to find public transport near their homes, while most Alam Sutera respondents agree that it is easy to find public transport, but a large number of respondents still find it difficult. Next question is, how long does it usually take to wait for public transportation? So as shown on these pie charts, most Jakarta respondents agree that it takes less than 30 minutes for public transportation, although some have to wait around 30 to 60 minutes. This shows that public transport in Jakarta is quite accessible and convenient, even though it isn't flawless. Meanwhile, most Alam Sutera respondents also agree that it takes less than 30 minutes for public transportation, but some still have to wait more than 2 hours for public transportation. The next question is, what is your most frequently used mode of transport? Although online transportation apps are the most available form of transport, it seems that most Jakarta respondents prefer to use private vehicles instead, as shown on the pie chart. This may be due to factors like safety, comfort, preference, or convenience. On the other hand, most Alam Sutera respondents prefer to use online transportation, but there are still many who frequently use private vehicles.
So for the next question is, how convenient do you find your daily commute? As shown on this pie chart, most Jakarta and Alam Sutera respondents agree that their daily commute is somewhat convenient. Both of these pie charts are quite similar. However, some Jakarta and Alam Sutera respondents find their daily commute inconvenient, and a small number of Alam Sutera respondents find their daily commute very inconvenient. So how much do you typically spend on transportation daily? As shown on this pie chart, most Jakarta and Alam Sutera respondents agreed that they spend around 10,000 rupiah till 30,000 rupiah on their daily transportation. However, there is a clear difference as about 23% of Jakarta respondents spend less than 10,000 on their daily transportation, and only about 3% of Alam Sutera respondents spend less than 10,000 rupiah. However, how much someone spends on transportation daily highly depends on the distance of their destination. So the next question is, do you think that public transport fares in your area are affordable? As shown in this pie chart, most Jakarta respondents agreed that public transport fares are affordable. On the other hand, Alam Sutera respondents feel neutral about transport fares and meaning that is either affordable or expensive.
Okay, next. How safe do you feel using public transportation in your area? So as shown on the pie charts, most Jakarta and Alam Sutera respondents feel somewhat safe using public transportation, meaning that they feel safe but not necessarily comfortable or secure. However, from the charts, we can see a small number of Jakarta respondents that feel very unsafe using public transportation. Next. Next question is, are pedestrian facilities like sidewalks and crossing well maintained in your area? As shown on this pie chart, most Jakarta respondents agree that pedestrian facilities need improvement because most of them have broken sidewalks and or unsafe crossings. On the other hand, most Alam Sutera respondents agree that pedestrian facilities are well maintained. And the last question is, do you think cycling is a viable option in your area? Similar to pedestrian facilities, most Jakarta respondents agree that cycling facilities is not yet a viable transport option and needs improvement, while most Alam Sutera respondents agree that cycling is a viable option. Okay, main difference of transportation accessibility in Jakarta versus Alam Sutera. So first one is Jakarta. So public transportation in Jakarta offers a wide variety of public transportation modes. So in Jakarta, we have Transjakarta or Bus Rapid Transit, the KRL commuter line, the MRT Jakarta, and two types of LRT, LRT Jakarta and LRT Jabodetabek. In addition, online motorcycle taxis and ride-hailing apps like Gojek and Grab are widely available. In terms of coverage, Jakarta's transport system stretches from the city center to suburban atas area, although there are still some other regions that remain unserved. One of Jakarta's biggest strengths is its intermodal integration. A great example is the Duku Atas area, where users can easily switch between MRT, KRL, and LRT, Transjakarta, and even online transport. This kind of connectivity makes commuting more efficient and seamless for residents. Next. And now, let's look at Alam Sutera, a planned township in Tangerang. Unlike Jakarta, public transport options here are quite limited. The main service is the internal shuttle bus called Sutra Loop, and like Jakarta, it also has online motorcycle taxis and ride-hailing apps. However, Alam Sutera is not integrated with Jakarta main transit system. There's no direct access to MRT or Transjakarta network. And to reach the nearest KRL stations, residents typically have to use private vehicles or ride-hailing service. In terms of access, the closest KRL stations are Rawabuntu and Sudimara, which are around 15 to 25 minutes away depending on traffic. This means trips often require using multiple types of transport, making daily commuting less convenient. Next. Suggestions for improvement. So for Jakarta, we can improve peripheral coverage, like expand routes and increase frequency in unserved suburban areas. And next, upgrade pedestrian and cycling infrastructure, like repair broken sidewalks, add more safe crossings, and build protected bike lanes to promote active transportation. Enhance public safety, increase lightning surveillance and personal presence at public transport station to improve user comfort and safety. And last one is encourage modal shift, over incentives or improve comfort on public transport to reduce private vehicle usage. Next. And for Alam Sutera, we can add integrate with Jakarta's main transit systems. Establish reliable shuttle connections to nearby KRL stations, and explore future MRT feeder routes. And next, increase frequency of internal shuttle service. Expand the Sutra Loop or similar systems to reduce wait time and encourage ridership. Third one is improve pedestrian and cycling support. Continue maintaining sidewalks and consider expanding bike lanes or share bike service to strengthen first and last mile access. And the last one is promote public transport awareness and access. Provide clear information, maps, and apps for public transport users, and build infrastructure like shelters or signs to support easier use. And Alsut has also improved with the presence of Transjakarta from Alsut to Blok M.
The conclusion is the analysis highlights the difference between Jakarta and Alam Sutra's public transportation accessibility. Jakarta has comprehensive and integrated public transportation system, which provides wide coverage and convenient commute. On the other hand, Alam Sutra has limited transport option, lack of integration with Jakarta's transit network, and longer wait times. To fix this problem, Jakarta should concentrate to expand their coverage to underserved areas and enhancing infrastructure for bicyclists and pedestrians. For Alam Sutra, improving pedestrian amenities, improving shuttle services, and connecting with Jakarta transit system are an essential measure. So do you think that transportation accessibility is equal in Jakarta and Alam Sutra? Why? Please share your thoughts in the comment below. Okay, thank you guys for listening to our presentation. Again, if you guys have any critiques or question, don't forget to comment down below. Thank you.